I started the artist way because I want to reach my full creative higher potential. I've had a few creative blockages that kept me from creating my art. I love to make music, sing, songwriting, editing, making YouTube videos, and much more. But I do these things on and off and not consistently, and I want to reach a consistency level. I had seen this book several years ago, and I thought, I will read that book one day. And a few weeks ago, I saw this book come along 2 times in 1 week, and I was like, okay, this is my sign. I am buying that shit right now. So I did. For me, this is really important because being creative and making art makes me feel alive. Being creative really allows me to express my feelings and make them feel tangible. And it also allows me to see some things, feelings that I don't normally see when I'm just in my day-to-day life, and when I'm making art, those things come to the surface, which is really cool, but also hard sometimes. I know I have a lot of potential, and I really want to see how far this will go, and I really want to push and challenge myself. So I thought the artist way would be a really fun challenge for me. I'm going to talk about my own personal experience with week 1, and I will do so with week 2, 3, 4. I will post a video each week because it is something I want to document. I want to see how my creativity develops over the weeks. The thing you have to do each morning is morning pages. If you don't know what morning pages are, it is just like a conscious stream of writing for 3 pages long. It doesn't mean what you write, you just gotta write everything down, and that has been really hard. It is also really easy, but it's just like it's writing for 40 minutes. In the first few days, my hand started cramping so much, like halfway. Like, when do I write? I don't. It's also really meditative. The time really flies by. And I feel really light and really calm when it's over, because all the mental mess and chaos you have, I just put it on the paper, I let it go, and I can start my day fresh, which is really nice. The hardest parts of the morning pages are actually waking up 40 minutes earlier, because they take 40 minutes for me at least, and that's been really something I have needed to adapt to. Week 1 talks about the censor. The censor is your inner critic who keeps you small, who keeps you from creating your art. And I've noticed that mine is trying to make me is trying to keep me small, trying to keep me comfortable, and not try any new habits, because I will change and go into the unfamiliarity of the new things. I found old beliefs that I thought that didn't really have an effect on me, but they actually still had an effect on me. They were these smallest comments that people made in the past to me, and I thought like, oh, whatever, but they have stuck with me, and I now see that they really have blocked me in some way, but I have learned that to let them go and to switch them from negative to positive, so I now have an affirmation. That's really cool. I also noticed I wanted to be perfect. In my mind, I thought I was just being like, oh, this is so hard, and it was really hard, but I just needed to start. I wanted to do everything right the first time I tried it, which is kind of impossible. And the book says that perfection and progression doesn't go together. And that really hit me. Yeah, it is so weird to experience that, because they sound really logic. But when you're trying to make art and can't make art because you're blocked, and you just read that sentence, I'm like, damn, this makes sense. And the biggest breakthrough I have had is that I gotta let myself be a bad artist. The book talks about stop letting go of perfections and let yourself be a bad artist. Make horrible art at first, and the good stuff will come later. And I have never thought of that way. So that really set me free. It really set me free of my expectations I had for myself. I try to create something every day, even if it's one lyric. One lyric. The bar is really low. And that is what you need to do in order to start being... Okay, let me say it this way. You need to start willing to let yourself be creative. And with just writing one lyric or one small thing, you are being creative. And eventually the ball will roll and you will become creativer and more creative. I also talked about the book with someone else, and I really inspired them, which was really nice to see and really cool, because I am very inspired by the book. It has really already taught me so much in just 1 week, and I really inspired them, and they actually bought the book too, and also started working on The Artist's Way, which is really cool. Like, I already have inspired someone in week 1. I also felt some strange emotions. Like, I was either feeling nothing or everything. And I don't really know how to put words to it, but I think it's a part of me that's shifting in some direction. In a positive way, I think. My days really look different right now. Like, I wake up, start with morning pages, then I read the basic principles and the affirmations. Like, the basic principles are, like, for example, it is safe to open ourselves up to greater and greater creativity. And when you are repeating all these affirmations to yourself, at first I was a bit skeptical about them, but now I'm like, okay, well, I am actually starting to believe them, which is really, really nice. Creative affirmations like, I am willing to create. I am willing to learn to let myself create. And those really little simple affirmations have slowly started to integrate in my subconscious, and I am willing to let myself create now. Because in the past, I hadn't. These were like major breakthrough moments, and this is only week 1. Like, I am so excited to see what the future and the other 11 weeks will bring with me. Also, one thing that stayed with me is that the book told, like, that sometimes it's not talent but audacity that brings someone to the stage, and that really stuck with me. Like, you just gotta have the audacity to create, and it's that simple. Well, it isn't that simple, but in these kind of words, it is simple. Just create. Period. Also, one day I started creating something, and an hour has passed, and I was like, oh, damn, I haven't felt this way in a creative flow state in so long, other than making edits, because when I edit, I am creative flow. But something else like creating songs or writing music, that is something new to me. I don't really know how to do it yet, so I'm also exploring it. And an hour just went by, and I was like, what? I was in shock. I was like, oh my god, I have never made something this... I don't know, yeah. I just never made something. The book also tells you that sexual energy is creative energy. Sexual energy literally creates human beings. It is the creative force of creating humans. So therefore, those two are intertwined. And I have heard it here and there before, but I have started to experience the how do you say it? The of the two together. And that was really, really insane. This was only week 1, but I already feel like I'm starting to open up. I feel more at peace and I feel happier because I started creating again. And it's strange because I feel like I feel kind of empty, or something is switching in me. Not switching, like something is shifting in me, but I think it's just letting go of old habits and making space for new ones. And I know this is just the beginning of something even bigger, and I'm really curious to see how it all will unfold. And I'm so grateful that I can actually do this. Like, words can't describe it. It is so unimaginable to actually feel this safe and feel like I can't put words to it, but I just feel so grateful and so happy that I can actually do this. Yeah. If you want to work hard for your creativity, even if you don't think you are creative. Everyone is creative. Some people just learn to hide it, and some people learn to express it. It's very hard work. It's dedication each day, almost about an hour, maybe even more. But it's such fun and it's so interesting, so I really recommend it. So yeah, that was week 1. Let's see where week 2 takes us.